Hello financial investors and welcome to the channel. My name is Brent and today is the 27th of April 2020. We're in our very last week here of April going into May here on Friday. Now in today's video we're going to quickly take a look at stock futures, take a look at the markets as they are open right now overseas here on Monday. Then we're going to be taking a look at the M1 Finance platform, looking at the Roth IRA, the performance for last week. Last week was a bit of a negative week. We're going to go ahead and take a look at positions that were up or down for the week. Also take a look at stocks that paid out dividends and go into one company I'm planning to buy. I did look at the four that I had purchased last week. These are four that I want to continue to purchase up until their ex-dividend dates, but because this one stock is going ex-dividend here on the 29th, which is this Wednesday, I want to focus my capital towards this one prior to the ex-dividend. It is negative in the portfolio, meaning that I'm able to dollar cost average into it, lower my unit cost, increasing my yield on cost. So overall, it's been pretty good in the future. So if you are brand new to my channel, have not yet subscribed, would really appreciate it if you do hit my subscribe button below this video. If you do enjoy this video, find it helpful, entertaining, give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any comments or questions, want to let me know what stocks you're purchasing, how you feel about this market, I'd love to hear back from you guys as far as all your thoughts on that. And let's go ahead and get into the video. So as it is right now, stock futures are positive going into Monday morning. Now I'm recording this video here, it's 1:30 in the morning Pacific time, and there are some markets overseas currently open. We have the England market open, we have Germany open. They are up 1.34%, 1.9% here overseas. So I believe China's market is going to be opening up here shortly as well. So I may check back here. I don't think my video will be 30 minutes long, but this video should be fairly quickly, and we can see that the markets overseas are positive, so we may see some positivity here on Monday in our markets as well. That's not really any sort of indication. We could have some earnings that completely wreck out, Monday, but there are lots of earnings this week. I know I posted over my Facebook page that I am looking for a good number of them. Now, jumping into the M1 Finance platform, we are taking a look at the overall performance of the account. We have cash balance of $125.80 that we are investing today. We are currently sitting positive. That's pretty decent. We're investing for cash flow within this portfolio. So what we want to focus on are these dividends that are getting paid out and being reinvested back into the portfolio. Now, last week's dates were the 20th through the 24th. So here, if we take a look, we had Cisco Systems. We recently started averaging more into Cisco as they had been going down in the past few weeks and months, and they paid out $6.59 for the shares that we own of them. Cisco Corporation, ticker symbol SYY, is a new dividend holding that we recently added into our portfolio during this downturn. It recently went ex-dividend and paid out $3.83. So right there alone, that is what, $10 and some change there. So very nice amount of dividends just getting paid out just from two companies alone, and we can see here that the history of the account has just been generating dividends week after week. We get paid a pretty consistent amount of dividends, and as these holdings are continued to get invested further and further into the future, they are going to continue to pay out more and more dividends, which will be reinvested into the portfolio. And if we take a look here, this account now is over 1 year. So if we take a look at when this was started back in January 8th, 2018, this account has now been active for a little over 2 years. It has now generated over $1,000 in earned dividends. That means that going forward, the amount of shares it has had in the account has generated over $1,000 of just dividends. That $1,000 of dividends that have been paid out has not counted towards the Roth IRA max contribution limit of $6,000. That means in 2018 I was able to put $5,500. I believe I also put $5,500 towards 2017, $6,000 in 2019. Here we go, another year in 2020, another $6,000. Plus I have an additional $1,000 working for me, and the amount of dividends and shares that I own of these companies within this portfolio now generate over $1,007.97 of just straight dividends that are buying back more shares within this account. So that is awesome right there. Now, taking a look at the 1 week performance, we can see that overall this portfolio was negative on the week. If we take a look at the other markets as well, the other markets were negative. We kind of went over this during our weekly recap. The S&P was down 1.32, the Dow Jones 1.93, and the Nasdaq essentially flat on the week, down 0.18. So our portfolio being down roughly 1.79% is not too bad. $383 of equity loss, and we can see we actually had a pretty decent amount of companies that are moving higher, such as Cisco Corporation, Johnson & Johnson, Lowe's, Pfizer, Main Street Capital, many of our companies here that we have been focusing in these past few weeks. Now, our worst performers this week is continuing to be our real estate investment trust. And a lot of these companies are kind of getting hammered here. Simon Property Group, Consolidated Edison, that's a utility company right there. Essex Property Trust, Las Vegas Sands, WP Carey. All of these right here are realty investment trusts besides the BDC, which is Main Street Capital. I believe it was down here. Maybe I didn't see it in the mix, but we also see financials and a few others. I do have my eyes set on AT&T. I would really like to see this one drop down to say $25, $27 and kind of go from there. So we did have quite a bit of red in comparison to green, but overall down 1.8 on the week. Now, where exactly did we, what exactly did we buy last week? Well, our focus last week was Chevron, which is going ex-dividend here at the end, midpoint May. So after this month is over, Chevron will be going ex-dividend roughly around the 16th of May 2020. We also had Eaton Vance. Now, Eaton Vance is going to be my focus today. If you are looking for what stock I am buying today, it is going to be Eaton Vance, ticker symbol EV. This is an asset management company, and we've discussed this one a few times. I believe when I added it into the portfolio initially, we went over what exactly this company does. We looked at their financials. I also was bringing it up here. I was taking a look at Eaton Vance and T Rowe. We can go quickly kind of look over this. I was looking at the performance of Eaton Vance during this downturn, and T Rowe. T Rowe is another company I would really like to buy into. It's a financial as well. But Eaton Vance, this is one that over the past 10 years, I was looking at their revenue, net income, free cash flow, percentage-wise, just how much has this company grown? And we can see that their revenue is up 6.8% on average. They're continuing to climb. 2020 will be a bit of a rough week. It may be one of these 2017 years where we just kind of go down quite a bit, but once this whole situation recovers, we should bypass, revenue should continue higher. Also, net income and free cash flow are moving higher as well. So everything is pretty much positive for this company. And another factor I was looking at was the price to book. If we look at the price to book here, it's at a 3 asset management company, and I think there was a couple other metrics in here. Return on invested capital was over that 7-10%. This one's at a 13.73% for their return on invested capital. And that was just some of the little things that I quickly want to kind of cover. Now, jumping back over into the platform, we also had Waco Group. Waco Groups is another one I'd like to kind of focus on in the future, but just during this current time, it's not going to be going ex-dividend until around the end of May, so it's not a current focus this week, as Eaton Vance is on the chop block going ex-dividend here on April 29th. As we kind of said, it's on Wednesday, so I definitely want to buy up some shares today. That way, on Wednesday, all the shares that I own will be going ex-dividend, and I'll be getting paid out those dividends here in the future. And then we had Walgreens. Walgreens is another company that's going ex-dividend on May 19th. That's just 21 days away. And Walgreens here, great company, drugstores. We've discussed this one also in the past. If you guys are interested in any of the companies as to why I bought them, I could definitely make a video on the topic discussing them. So those are the 4 companies I bought last week. The one I wanted to buy this week is Eaton Vance. So I kind of took a look at the account. So I'm actually going to adjust these down. So how much more equity I want to be focusing on these specific companies. Last week we bought Walgreens, Eaton, Vance, Chevron, and Waco Group. So I'm just kind of adjusting the numbers down here. 270, 277, and this one we'll just say it's 24. So that's 266, I believe. Maybe not. I think it's 46. Or maybe it's 36. Probably 36. 236. No calculator. Okay, so this week our focus is Eaton Vance. We're going to be adding $125 there. So here we're going to go ahead and just put minus $125 is my kind of focus this week, and that'll kind of lower it down to be, I believe, maybe 115 or so. And this one, as we said, it's going ex-dividend here on Wednesday. If we take a look at it here in the portfolio, it should be a light blue, so it's up here somewhere, right there. Let's go ahead and zoom in, because I know when I rewatch these on my mobile device, I'm always a bit zoomed out. So zooming in here, let's do it one more time. Okay, so currently we own roughly 13.85 shares of Eaton Vance. We have almost $500 of equity invested in this company. It is down roughly 6.19% as far as percentage loss. That's about $30, not too bad there. Now this one, based on the number of shares that I currently own and its current yield of the portfolio is 4.47. My yield is 4.19. So I'm buying down, or I'm buying up my yield. So it's offering a 4.47. I have a 4.19. So my yield is moving up every week as I buy more and more of this with a higher yield. My own yield is moving higher. Also, my annual income is increasing. So here we can see that my annual income based on the number of shares and the current dividend is $20.79, or when it goes ex-dividend here on Wednesday, I should get paid roughly $5.20 based on the number of shares that I currently own. Now, I'm going to be buying back more shares here on, today, so that's going to be increasing my annual income and also my monthly income going forward. So we'll kind of look at this in the next video to kind of see how has this been adjusted since buying up these shares today. But that's just a quick there of the number of shares and the company there. And that's basically it. I do want to go ahead and just make the buy now and kind of wrap up this video. If there are any other questions as far, what you guys would like to see covered in the recaps of the portfolio, I like to do these. I actually enjoyed looking through the portfolio. This is mainly the only time I really look at the portfolio pretty heavy, is on the recaps of the week. I don't really watch my portfolio during the week anymore. It's just been, it's not really worth it. I'm not going to be buying anything. I'm not going to be selling anything during the week. Sometimes it's exciting to see, dividends get notified on my phone, my mobile device. I get the alerts from M1 Finance that I've received a dividend, so I'll log in, check it out. But as far as watching it on a day-to-day basis, if you do that, you'll kind of, maybe you'll get a little bit stressed out. I don't care about the portfolio as far as the equity-wise. That's going to move up and down. We're in some crazy times right now with a lot of businesses being shut down. But as long as we're invested in solid companies, we don't have to worry about Johnson & Johnson, Walmart, Lockheed Martin, Apple, Cisco Systems, AbbVie, Pfizer. These companies are going to be around long term. Altria, they are reporting earnings, I believe, on Friday. So before we wrap up this video, I'm going to go ahead, jump over to the Financial Investor Facebook page, and we'll kind of cover the article here that I posted. And I believe I'm looking forward to 6 earnings this week. So let's hopefully take a look here. Okay, so I'm looking forward to 3M going earnings on Tuesday. Pfizer also within the mix right here. Caterpillar, Chevron, and Microsoft. We also have McDonald's going earnings this week. Apple, Altria, Exxon, AbbVie. So those were the ones that I'm really looking forward this week. If any of these are here, go ahead, pause the video right now. Let me know in the comment section below. Are there any earnings you are looking for this week? Take a look at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let me know in the comment section below. Is there any one company that you're a little bit afraid of? I know McDonald's had said that their company revenue has also decreased this past quarter. Starbucks, I believe quarter over quarter, they had seen a 70% dip in their revenue. So I'm really looking forward to a lot of these companies, even if I don't own them, such as Starbucks. I'd like to just kind of check them out. I know UPS is doing some layoffs now, so I don't know how that'll kind of affect them, but I think it's really interesting. So that is going to be it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy this video and find it helpful, definitely give this video a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, drop them into the comment section below. I do read and reply to all your comments. And if you have any, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would really appreciate if you do go down below, subscribe to the channel. I put out new videos covering the stock market, dividends. If you have any questions at all, leave them down there and I pick them up and I create content based on your guys' questions. So that is it. Thank you all for tuning in. I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.